want to show you the difference between IRR and MIRR. There's a drawback in IRR because of the way the return is calculated, the internal return, because it's always playing off of the net present value, considering or believing that whatever the return is at that point, because there's cash flow, a positive cash flow, there's a higher return. So IRR gives you an inflated return versus using a modified IRR, which has you actually input the rate of return that you want it to calculate the reinvestment on. So let's kind of go through this. Here is your formula. It's kind of the same scenario. If it's equal to or greater than, you are going to accept it. If it's not, you're going to reject it. Here is your scenario. You have an initial outlay of $6,000, then you have cash flows of $2,000, $3,000, and $4,000. Now, the unique thing about the MIRR is you're going to see the present value of $6,000 that you've as an outlay, right? But you're going to take the 2, 3, and 4 and turn it into future value, what it would be at future value. And then you're going to determine the discount rate that equates that present value of the terminal value. And then that will give you a more realistic return. Okay? Now, again, that can be done in Excel, and very similar to the IRR, except I'm going to give it the finance rate and the reinvestment rate. And let me show you what that looks like. Right here, can you see that? Okay. Here's your IRR. And that is this, which is your outlay, and then all of these cash flow values. This is the projected return for internal rate. Now, let's go down and look. This is the MIRR. Now, it has taken the same range, but I've told it to what discount rate to use rather than allow it to create its discount rate. I've said, no, I don't want you to use what you're projecting. I want you to use 10%, which is my rate of return. And then, and that's an assumption for reinvestment of the funds as they come in. Then, okay, you'll see that the MIRR is 17% rather than 21%. That's why the modified is a more accurate prediction of the return on the project. So I wanted you to see that in black and white. Using Excel for this is very nice because then you can do comparisons. You can set up formulas and actually just do a fill down and have it right there so you can play around with it. So there you go, the difference between IRR and MIRR. Now I want you to keep in mind that most companies, I think it was 88%, use the IRR, and that could be a mistake in many instances, so be very cautious of that. Okay.